Janina Schoffel Brodensky. May we have our guests on stage, and this is a great moment as they light the lamp.
While at Quanta, the participants had the opportunity to begin the day by considering the problems that beset the world and the resolution of the same through the path of peace, when the founder of City Montessori School, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, addressed them.
Or in another school, you have to note down as to what is the difference, what are the new things you are learning. And when you go back to your countries, it is not the only prizes that you will win. It is not only the medals or the trophies or the shields that you will win or certificates. But what is important is you are students. What you are learning for your life, what you are taking with you, which will help you in your later life. That is more important. Since you have come here, we would like you to take something most valuable for your life, which you can share with your parents, which you can share with your friends, your colleagues, your schoolmates, which you can share anywhere in the world. Something we are going to explain to you. First of all, I would like to tell you what is a school. A school is the lighthouse of society. It is the lighthouse of society. For what? To provide a meaningful education, a spiritual direction, guidance and leadership to students, their parents, and the society in general.
Quanta is designed to test the abilities of the participants in multiple intelligences. On the first day of the competition's round, here is the preliminary written round of Quiz Acta Mathematica. The first debate competition at Quanta had a very contemporary topic: only science can defeat terrorism. 32 teams spoke for and against the topic with a lot of conviction, backed with convincing statistics. The style and standard of debate was effectively maintained and moderated by Mr. Akash Banerjee, Vice President, Regional Programming Head, Radio Mirchi. The judges include Mr. Michael Chichesky from Hong Kong, Dr. Roger Kingdon, scientist from UK and author of books like Principia Intelligentsia and How to Make Mind, and Mr. Bedi, Principal, Colvin Talukadar's College.
The November 2008 Mumbai terror attacks by Lashkar-e-Taiba, or the series of coordinated terror attacks in November 2015 in Paris, France, or the 9/11 terror attacks in the US were a wake-up call for countries which are considered to be invincible bastions of power. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The topic under discussion for today's debate is Only Science Can Defeat Terrorism, and I strongly stand for the motion. rape, torture, beheadings repeat, terrorism today has become instantaneous and unpredictable. We just cannot afford to solely rely upon human intelligence. Instead, we have to resort to using futuristic technologies that work in sync with human intelligence to detect, analyze, and effectively thwart terrorism.
How do you counter your robots being hacked and attacking you?
All right, thank you for your question, sir. Let me also state a fact that drones and robots which you're talking about are basically directed energy weapons, and these directed energy weapons are so accurate, and they're a part of responsible science, and they're built in such a manner that minimal damage is caused. And what you're saying is that they can also lead to a lot of damage. But then even if we don't use these technologies, even if there's a regular war, there is so much damage. But developing responsible science to eliminate and to prevent terrorism attacks is what is important.
Science has endowed us with a lot of gifts and comforts. In this global age, we have technical solutions to almost every other problem. But still, even to this day, we have not been able to wipe out this evil, terrorism, completely. Why? Are our advancements not competent enough to find a solution to this problem for once and for all? The issue is, we have been looking for immediate solutions to all potential threats. If they hear about any other terrorist plotting happening in any part of the world, what do? The course of action: neutralize the threat, punish those who are apprehended, and if at all they are apprehended, and after a few days, you see another attack in some other part of the world.
India, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Malaysia, France, Yemen, Iraq, Syria, and the list goes on. Honorable jury, members of the whole, I'm Raneem Diab from Lebanon, a country that is just as the countries I mentioned before, not only have witnessed terrorism, but is surrounded by terrorism also. And today, I fully stand for the motion of this House. Once Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. So, I will start by explaining what terrorism is. Through history, terrorism seems to have no religion and no race. The terroristic attacks amongst their different types, the environmental, political, and more, have the goal of using terror against our own minds. And what's all about mind? Science.
You said that science helps us to understand each other, right?
Yeah.
And when the leaders of the terrorist groups do their speech, this is a kind of science, right? So science helps to foment terrorism, not to defeat it. Only science without human beings. So don't you agree that science is used by their terrorism to achieve more and more recruits?
Thank you so much for your question. So when saying, and that is actually a point that actually serves my speech. So absolutely, in such words, it's open, we can use all the facilities, and terrorists are using science. So we do need science against them also to use it. How can you do a war or defeat somebody while they are using some things or some matters and science that we can't use? So we need to use science and to work really hard on it and actually to defeat them with the weapon that they are using. We need to use this weapon as against them, which they are using too. So yeah, thank you for your question.
Terrorism, as defined by the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1566, is the unlawful use or threatened use of violence against civilians, individuals, and properties in an attempt to coerce or intimidate governments or societies. Countering terrorism has become today the main security priority of countries and international organizations. On doing so, countries rely on many different strategies.
Science, when misused, poisons air, soil, water, and lives. But a world without science would be a prey to something worse. A statement in the Anwar Times newspaper in an article entitled Environmental Terrorism. So you said that science have facilitated communication, which actually served terrorism. So you're saying that science cannot tackle terrorism, and that all what he's done is bad, and he served terrorism. Could you, like today, so science have done communication and facilitated. Today you're in India. Without science, could you have communicated with your mother to tell her that you're fine today and you're doing well?
Okay, science can actually help tackling terrorism, but because of its advances, because of science is so broad, terrorists can use it. Terrorists can use communication to spread and recruit people. Science can actually help people to have access to guns. In past years, science actually improved in the ways terrorists act. Terrorists acted only with knives throughout centuries, and just 2 or 3 centuries ago, science had access to chemical weapons, biological weapons, and killed much more people. We didn't see this, and of course, in 500 and the year 15, we didn't see this. We didn't see this, and in many time. But now, just because of science improvement, we see major effectiveness on terrorism. That's why I say that science is not only capable of doing this. Science can help, but not totally.
You might say that terrorism is irrational, that there is no reason behind terrorism, and that you cannot solve it through science because the basis of science is reason. But you're wrong. Terrorism follows a demanded sort of reason, but it still follows a demanded sort of reason. For example, why are there no terrorist attacks from the Islamic State, from Al-Qaeda, from the Taliban on Brazil? Well, that's because Brazil is not invading other countries. That is why the attacks always go to imperial powers, because it follows a logic. It will not attack a country that does not attack it.
Of course, I couldn't come here and say we can defeat terrorism without science. No, this is wrong. Science can help, and science does help us defeating terrorism. But if we want to end terrorism, we shouldn't rely only on science and only on technology. We have to end terrorism. We are humans. We created science. We exist before science. Okay?
I think we are really closing our minds when we say that just science can defeat it. Like, if we want really to defeat it, if we want to end with it, why shouldn't we ask the help of everything that we have on our side? Like, if we have religion, if we have love, if we have affection, they alone won't defeat terrorism. All of us know that. But putting them all together, I think they will have a long-lasting result that just relying on science. Of course, I'm not taking the important value of science. I know it can help fighting terrorism, but again, I think these other tools will get a better result. By talking about science, many of us think about technology, and this would probably mean maybe taking a violent side of a conflict rather than pursuing a non-violent resolution.
All the comforts and luxuries mankind can ever imagine, a perfect blend of magnificence and elegance. But the only thing it lacks is a compass, so it does not know where it is going. The same paradox was later propounded by Dalai Lama when he said that today we may have been able to clean the air, but not our souls. We may have been able to split the atom, but not our prejudices. That paradox, ladies and gentlemen, is right here on stage, in grave need of a compass, which is allowed to intervene more. A very good afternoon to esteemed judges, honorable chairperson, respected teachers, and my dear friends. The motion on the floor of the House today is, only science can defeat terrorism. And I will fabricate my views for the proposition. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the chairperson has been kind enough to let there be a blank instead of science, instead of the word science. And now you all must be thinking that the work of the opposition has been made quite easy. Well, that's not exactly what I observed sitting there. Sitting over there, I saw panicked faces with fear being instilled on their faces, just to know that what to tell now, rather than blame science for everything. That panic, that fear itself should signify that the opposition does not know what they are supporting instead of science.
In the afternoon, 12 teams selected from the preliminary written round of Acta Mathematica sizzled the stage with intelligent, quick, sometimes smart thinking, tackling the questions. Quizmaster Mr. Carlyle McFarland superbly conducted the show. An engaging afternoon well spent.
Assembled, option 5F A, B, C or D? I need your answer now. 5F.
C.
Answer is C, and that is the correct answer. And so 10 points to that team for making it over there. We move to the next question. The next question coming up over there. The pattern below represents a definite series. How many squares will there be in the nth term of the series? Options A, B, C or D. I'm watching the buzzers carefully to see when the light comes on. 2N takes that.
D.
And 2N says D, which is the correct answer. And so we have two teams scoring in the very first two questions itself. Remember, we're looking for 6 teams out of a total of 10 questions that shall be asked. Next question. In the figure given below, look at the information and tell me what is the value of X. Your options are A, B, C or D. Yes, 2G takes that. And 2G gives me option A, B, C or D?
C.
Option C, which is the correct answer. Come on, give them a hand, okay, as we move to the next question. Have a look at the information there in the figure below. What is the value? And we need the option from A, B, C or D. Waiting for the buzzer to be struck by somebody. Two G tries that one. Yes.
Option B.
Option B for? B for ball. B for ball is the correct answer. And so another 10 points going to that team, team 2G, as we move to question number 5, I think it is. Next, here is information which is given to you. Which identity is directly implied by applying the Pythagorean theorem? Remember, the Pythagorean theorem says, and there we have an answer from 1B. Option
C.
Option C is unfortunately not the correct answer. I throw it open to the audience. How many say B? How many say B? Please stand up. Those who say B, please stand up. Wow, 1, 2, brilliant. How many say A? How many say A? Would you like to stand up? Okay, there are 3, 4, 5, 6 people. How many say option D? Yes, there is somebody for option D. Do stand up and now immediately sit down because the answer is wrong. The correct answer is option B. Option B. All right, so A, come on up over here. A, he says. Wonderful. Come on up over here. Anyone with any other answer? Like to try?
Excuse me?
Okay. A is not the correct answer. All right. But we do have a new friend. What is his name?
Muhammad.
Muhammad. Okay. Where are you from?
Jordan.
From Jordan. Okay. That's the place where they have a very pretty queen. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, my compliments to your queen. My compliments to you for having such a wonderful queen. But do go back and sit down and learn your maths a little better. All right. Now,
excuse me?
Anyone else? Correct answer.
Excuse me? It's inaudible.
Lots of you have said D. Stand up those who said D. You know something? You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So please sit down. All right now.
Excuse me? Sir, it's really hard for us to see this screen.
Will you move to that last but one bench over there? Okay. I will now I will still identify you as for you. If we can please change that placard. The next question, moving to all teams. Check your buzzer, please, for you. All right, thank you. The next question moving to all teams. In the figure given below, what is the value of the information given over there? All on the buzzer. And 1M takes that. B for ball. B for ball is the correct answer. 1M taking up those points over there. We move to the next question, open to all. In the figure which is given below, the graph of y equals k minus x squared and the information thereafter, what is the value of k? Once again, open to all. 4U takes that. Switch off the buzzer. The answer at this time is
C, 4.
Which is the correct answer. The diagram below is not drawn to scale. But what is the value of angle A? Option A, B, C or D? Yes, 4U takes that again. Option A, B, C or D?
B, 36.
B is the correct answer, taking up points over there once again. We move to yes to C.
24.
24 or option
B.
B, which is the correct answer. Okay. Yes, 5B tries that.
Letter A.
The letter A is not the correct answer. Switch off your buzzer. Next question coming up to all the rest. Which identity is illustrated in this figure? Yes for A.
Answer C.
The answer is C. Give them 10 points over there. 10 points and a very big hand to team 4A. Here is a lot of information around the polygonal path connecting points A and B. How long is the distance of the red path is your operative part of your question. Option 1K, option A, B, C or D?
Option C.
Option C is the correct answer. 40 units, okay, correct answer. As we move to the last two questions before we see what the scores are like. Here we have, in the figure given below, how many persons can speak only English and Hindi? Option A, B, C or D. 2S takes that. It is option
A, 5.
A. All right. I was not very sure what you were saying. Okay. But it is option A. Give them a hand. Okay. 10 points over there as they take that. All right. Okay. Question coming up on the screen for you. There it is. There's a lot of information, so I won't disturb you by reading it out. All I need is the answer from options A, B, C or D. 4U tries that. 4U gives me the answer at this time, which is?
A, 7.2.
A is not 7.2. A is Donald Trump's America. All right, now, and that is the correct answer. All right, that is the correct answer. Okay, we move to the next question. The next question, the second out of 10 questions. If the star shown below has an outside perimeter of 50 centimeters, the pentagon has a perimeter of 30 centimeters, what is AB plus BC plus CD plus DE plus EA equal to 4A?
B, for boy.
B for boy is the correct answer. 80 centimeters, the correct answer. We move to the next question. Here we go. In the figure given below, a square is cut into 3 equal regions by 2 parallel lines 6 centimeters apart. What is the area of the square? Options A, B, C or D? We throw this open to the audience at this time. Remember, there is no negative marks for the audience, and so they can definitely try the options A, B, C, or D. Yell out an option if you can, or would you like to raise your hand? Okay, I heard a first response from this side. Will you please raise your hand and give me an answer? Yes, boy? Which is the correct answer? Please come up and collect some sweets, okay, from our escort over here. Okay, give him a hand as he joins us on stage for a moment.
The outcome from the quiz contest was St. Xavier's School from Bokaro stood 4th, Aryan International School from Varanasi in the 3rd position, St. Joseph's Higher Secondary School, Dhaka, Bangladesh stood 2nd, while the team from Student Research Centers Baden-Württemberg, Germany, clinched the 1st position at the Quiz Acta Mathematica.
Canada, 50 centimeters, the correct answer over there, and so I congratulate you, for we do have a 2nd place coming in over there. All right. Now, we move now to determining a 3rd position. Question. In the figure given below, what is the probability that the pointer does not stop either at red or brown? Does not stop either at red or brown. 2C, 2G, 2N.
D 41 by 72.
D 41 by 72, which is the correct answer, So we do have a 3rd place, which is 2N, and now to battle it out for a high commendation place, 2C and 2G, maybe this is the last question. Let's move to this. Here we go. 2C takes that one over there, and the answer that they try is
C is 0.44.
C 0.44 is not the correct answer. It is in fact D 0.78, and by default, therefore, it has been won. High commendation to 2G. These guys, there's a virtue in great silence, and we have seen that great virtue being exercised over here effectively. And so, ladies and gentlemen, may I once again introduce to you our entire art teams, our winners. In 4th position, we have team 2G, please stand up. In 3rd position, we have team 2N, representing which school?
DRN International School. DRN International.
What does DRL stand for?
DRN International.
DRN International School. Okay, Aryan, ARYAN, International School at Varanasi. Okay, and your names are?
Priyan Rai.
Anmol Gupta.
And I'm happy to tell you, all girls in the hall, this is the head boy. He's big time, man. All right, okay. Congratulations to them for being in the 3rd place. In 2nd place, we have team 4U, okay. This boy was busy shooting fingers at everybody throughout the entire program. Nice to know which school they are from.
St. Joseph Higher Secondary School, Dhaka, Bangladesh.
From Dhaka in Bangladesh. Happy to have a foreign team with us. And their names are?
Sadid bin Hassan.
Itiza Iram.
Okay, now those are both very difficult names, but in our part of the world, names are very difficult. As we move to our topmost position, 1st place, okay, a very charming team, and come on, a team that won it hands down, team 4A, okay. The school that they represent is?
Student Research Centers, Baden-Württemberg.
And your name is?
Raphael, Steiner, and
Lucas.
And Lucas. Raphael and Lucas, and definitely they deserve all the applause that we can give them, okay? Congratulations. Thank you very much to Secretary Quanta, and thank you very especially to the gentlemen who put together this entire task.
He said, one is the father of my physical body who has made that house. Another is the father of my soul, that is Almighty God, who has made this globe. This also belongs to my Father in heaven. Father in heaven, that is Almighty God, is my also Father. He lives with me throughout the day. Even in the night when I sleep, He is with me and He runs my breath throughout the night. He is always with me. Because of Him, my eyes can see, my ears can listen, my tongue can speak, my mouth can eat, my hands are moving, my mind is working. But as soon as God takes away the soul, if God disappears from me, then my eyes will not see, ears will not listen, tongue will not speak, mouth will not eat, hands will not move, mind will not work. Even the family members will say, oh, take him away, burn him, or bury him. He is dead. Nothing is left. Everything has gone. What is that everything which has gone? It is the soul which has gone. Today, children, remember that we have a soul within. Man has three realities of life. Never forget that you are a material being. First of all, you should be good in studies, so that in later life you can get a job, go to some profession, join some career, and you can earn your livelihood. Everyone has to earn for his livelihood, and for that you have to prepare yourself. So material education is important because man is a material being. He has his needs. He needs food, he needs shelter, he needs clothes, he needs books, he needs so many things. For all this he needs money. Money has to be earned. So you have to prepare yourself for a career or for some profession so that you can in your later life earn a livelihood. But at the same time, you should also remember you are the part of a family. The family is a miniature form of society, a human society. And then when these family members get married here or there, the whole world becomes our extended family. The whole world is my family. This whole world is my family because this is my extended family. This is inhabited by human beings. And I am also a human being. I am a part of the humanity. So one should realize that I have a responsibility towards the human society. I should try to become a good member of the human society, a contributing member to the human society. Just not that I want to take more and more from the society, but give to the society as much as you can. That brings you happiness, that brings you success, that brings you joy, that brings you prosperity. If you contribute to the society, you are also benefited in so many ways. So contribute to the society. Be concerned. Do not busy yourself only in your own concerns or the concerns of your countries alone. Let your thought be fixed upon that which will rehabilitate the fortunes of mankind and sanctify the hearts and souls of men. So we should not remain busy with our own affairs or the affairs of our countries alone. Let our thoughts be fixed upon that which will rehabilitate the fortunes of mankind. Whole mankind requires that someone should come and be a help to them in uniting the humanity. So, human education is also very important. You have to develop your human qualities. You became a good human being. And then you have to develop your spiritual qualities. That is very important. divine qualities. All the books that have been sent by God, like Bhagavad Gita, Holy Quran, Holy Bible, Guru Granth Sahib, Tripatak, Kitab Ekdas. These are all holy books, revealed books of God.
While interactions and exchanges between international and national teams staying at the CISV and Kaizen guest houses at CMS World Unity Convention Center property was going on, the preliminary written round for science quiz was conducted at the basement halls. Day 2 of the competition's round at Quanta was the test of motor skills by way of developing technological innovations and design. The watercraft race at the Olympic-sized swimming pool was abuzz with some 60 teams priming and preparing their inventions to run the entire leg of the pool and behave till the finish line.
In the next round, we have teams 2L, 2Q, and we have another qualifier, 4J and 4C as well. Very well done, congratulations. 2, 3, go. Very well done, team 4Q. Excellent going so far. Team 4Q looks, and congrats. Team 4X. And we have the red and blue. Should have painted something else, but Indian police colors. Well done, 4X. And just as soon as it realizes its mistake, number 1. This is not easy. Very well done, and a few honorable mentions.
Similarly, in the obstacle robot race, 55 dramatically designed robots were required to race twice from the start to the finish, crossing obstacles 1 inch thick wooden planks. The ingenuity and assembly skills of the participants were merited based on the performances of their little devils. Watch on.